Hola angelitos, ¿qué tal? Estamos en un nuevo vídeo de Genshin Impact y estamos aquí, bueno, como podéis observar acabamos de... no sé de qué, la verdad. Me ha dado algo el juego, pero no sé el qué. Pero bueno, hemos completado otras dos misiones de aquí y nos quedan estas cuatro, perdón. Y la verdad que no sé cómo conseguirlas, pero hoy se viene un poquito más de combate. Ya sabéis que me gusta matar a estos enemigos porque los necesito más que nada para mejorar a Kaella. Entonces, qué menos que ir recogiendo a esto, ir matando enemigos de estos para conseguir los ítems necesarios. Así que vamos para allá. Es justo ahí abajo, puede ser. ¿Son estos? Sí, son estos. Venga. Les voy a reventar. Y a vosotros también os reviento la cabeza. Recojo esto, recojo esto. Uf, recojo esto. Rata ponzoñosa, ven aquí. Venga. Más insignias. Y aparte quiero hacer la misión principal. Y diréis, ¿por qué? Pues porque sí. Que por cierto, tampoco está tan lejos, pero quiero ir con el TP. Me sale más rentable, la verdad. Lamentablemente no me apetece nada caminar. Me da pereza. Mucha pereza. Uy. Coño. Vamos a la misión. Además creo recordar que esta misión era ya la de invocar o hacer el ritual. Creo.
Is there anything I can do for you two? I'm afraid that Wangsheng funeral parlor isn't in the best state to receive guests.
We've come to see Zhongli. Could you please tell him we're here?
Unfortunately, Zhongli isn't here at the moment. It seems he went to Northland Bank.
Doesn't the Northland Bank belong to the Fatui? Last time we saw Zhongli was before we went to the Golden House. Do you think he doesn't know about the attack on Liyue? Visiting the Fatui at a time. We had better go and make sure that everything...
Vaya. Puede que se haya metido en problemas. Vale. No está tan lejos. Bueno. Es más, está aquí. Ahí arriba. Es más que leches. Voy a subir por aquí, que es más rápido. Venga. Vamos por aquí. Ahora ya vamos despacito, que estas escaleras, pues bueno, sales embalado volando para arriba. Y luego, pues te estampas contra el suelo si no calculas. Entramos. Venga, a ver.
You call this cooperation between harbingers? Cooperation involves communication, you know.
Don't take it to heart, child. Besides, aren't you happy that you got... Oh, it seems that's...
Hey, it's Zhongli and Child.
It's you two. I believe we've met once before. in the city of right. I imagine that it must have been rather hard to forget.
No, don't let her get to you. You've yet to gather the powers of all 7 elements. And our last... So it might be best to keep things peaceful this time, seeing that 2 of the...
Well, if it isn't you two. This is our first time seeing each other since Liyue was nearly wiped off the map.
Paimon knew that we should never have trusted a Fatui Harbinger.
Oh, now don't say that. Sure, I may have misled you, but I never... Besides, I thought we were getting along quite well together, didn't you? Nothing personal. We just have different views, that's all. Of course, you may very... The real deceivers here are Senora and Zhongli. Curse them for leading me on. So actually,
Stop wasting time, child. There'll be plenty of time to chat once I'm through here. You remember the agreement, Morax. Now, if you would be so kind. The Gnosis, please.
What in the world are you talking about?
The contract is fulfilled. That which thou seeketh.
Lo tiene.
How sanctimonious.
What? So you're the Lord of Chio? No, wait. That's an exciting twist and all, but...
I do not give it for free. I give it as agreed upon in the contract. For it is a matter solely between the Tsaritsa and I.
Yeah, you don't think you went a little bit too far with that whole fake death thing? Everyone was preparing the ceremony for you.
Gathering all the forces that had been bubbling behind the scenes.
Wait, what?
Perhaps it's best that I explain. As you know, I've dwelt upon this world for more than 6,000 years. It is now 3,000. Even boulders that can withstand whirlpools will erode with the passing of time. Until one drizzly day, as I was strolling along the harbor, I heard a merchant tell one of his workers. I stood motionless among the crowds, asking myself, have I already finished my duties?
Oh, Zhongli.
But as I began to consider relinquishing my divine role, I soon discovered that many reasons still remained to not hastily depart. Was Liyue, the city I had dwelt in for so long, already prepared to enter its next age? So I feigned my own death, and gathered the cast of Child, the adept. That's right. Which is why I continued to safeguard them.
So you mean that if the chaos ever reached the point of no return, you would simply appear and use your divine powers to bring Liyue back under control?
Of course, and it would have been all too easy for him too. Just as a child quickly matures after losing their parents.
In the end, the resolution to all that has transpired, take the Adepti for instance. Owing to their years of seclusion, they were the least informed. Yet when faced with a crisis, credit is also due to Senora, the emissary dispatched by the Cryo-Archon to fulfill our contract. This meant I could remain as Zhongli, even having the chance to fulfill the age-old traditions of Liyue. All of these things turned out as I had planned. There is only one thing. I had expected them to do no more than the Adepti, to come to the defense of Liyue. They seized the opportunity to supplant Liyue's divine protectors, and used the subsequent power vacuum left by my death.
Huh? That doesn't sound good at all.
On the contrary, I think it is excellent. I had always feared...
Hey, what about me? Doesn't anyone feel the least bit of remorse for deceiving me? You...
I think that thanks would be more appropriate. You certainly played no small part in all of this. Wreaking. If you hadn't created the pressure of a battle between mortals...
Zhongli es el rey Geo.
The lump of coal resting in the hands of the
Huh? Just whose side are you on, mocking me like that? Are you itching for a fight? Be that as it may, you've come out of this as the hero of Liyue. I, on the other hand, will be forever...
Well then, with the Gnosis in my possession, I have no use for such idle chatter. We should return to Zappolyarny Palace and seek an audience with her
Fine. I'll meet you there.
Do as you wish.
Now then, is there anything else you wish to ask me?
Right! As Zhongli always told us, a good trade is a fair trade. Paimon has no idea what could be a good trade for...
Zhongli es el rey Geo, tío.
There is no such thing.
Huh?
However, I am the god of contracts. For thousands of years, I have made countless... My agreement with the Cryo-Archon will be the last of my contracts as the Geo-Archon. As for the bargaining chip that the Tsaritsa used to balance the scale, uncover that answer for yourself in your future.
Ay, Jesús bendito. Me he quedado blanca. Zhongli es el rey Geo. Pensé que se murió y nos culparon a nosotros por ser extranjeros. No sé qué pensar.
Today's the day of the rite of parting. Although the star of the show is fake, we spent so much time trying to organize it, it would be a real shame not to go there now.
¿Cómo? Pues no sé por dónde ir, la verdad. Treparé el muro. No, tampoco puedo. Ostras. Esto sí que no me lo esperaba yo. Bueno, aquí sí que puedo. ¿Y este pez?
You know that god from the ocean couldn't have just shown up out of nowhere. I mean, it's been 2,000 years since Rex Lapis...
Yes, and to think that this happened right on the heels...
Say, do you think the person who assassinated our...
Now that you mention it, that's very possible. I mean, it all fits together. That person must have colluded with the evil god to harm Rex Lapis. Still, what sort of supernatural prowess must this person possess to be able to do such things? I have never...
Ah, forget it. Guessing's no use to us. Look, the miller...
Well, since we're going through with this rite of parting, I guess it means that those rumors... So Rex Lapis is really... Oh, come on. Do you think that the assassin could have been a normal person? You know what I think. I don't think any of the gossip on the street... There's only one real possibility in my mind. I've heard that the assassin was that...
Fatui.
Culpan a Nova él.
They Shh! Lower your voice. If the Fatui catch you in their sights, Rex Lapis...
Madre mía del amor hermoso. Madre mía del amor hermoso.
Hear ye all, the Chising's words. Though a dragon soars ageless as the mountains, it too must return to dust. Gods and Adepti live glorious lives, but both light and shadow have their... Rumors and hearsay abound on the streets that Rex Lapis, having been thwarted in his trial, Rex Lapis's soul has recouped the celestial heights. Nor are they to believe street-born rumors or indulge in baseless speculation.
Uy.
Paimon needs a translation on what the Chising's announcement said. So that's how there's... Something feels off. Why would they suddenly give up looking for the murderer? Not to mention, could the Chising already have known that Rex Lapis wasn't dead? But Zhongli... Did Zhongli tell them in secret after his gnosis changed hands? Exactly, right? Ooh, seems like the rite of parting is...
Ostras.
Look, it's Ningguang and Keqing. Are they saying something?
As said previously, Rex Lapis's soul returning to the heavens is the end of the contract.
3,700 years of
We, the people of Liyue, were indeed prosperous. But blinded by our prosperity, we forgot the long, unending dream of our Archon walking among us. Now that we have awoken from our dream, we must learn to... Will you stand with us as we re-establish our contracts?
So concludes the words of Her Eminence the Tianquan. Does Her Eminence the Yuheng have anything to add?
Huh? Is she looking this way?
Traveler.
Yikes! She really is looking our way!
Is that the traveler who they say defeated the ancient...
So young.
The Liyue Qixing always repay their debts. And as you have heard, our eyes see... Name your price.
Whoa.
Todo el mundo mirando. Madre mía. Wow.
Well, could you help me put up some missing person posters?
Oh. Vale. Necesito aquí abrir para coger el logro. Ahí está. No hay ningún logro más, no. Madre mía. Hay cosas un poco complejas aquí.
Now perhaps mementos for Rex Lapis might...
And to think I'd put my best but it seems as if those perfumes really were meant. Well, that's fine. Suffer no rivals in love, they
Perdón.
As for the mortals and adepti of Liyue,
Zhongli. Míralo dónde está.
Hey, Zhongli! Look at this. Everyone in Liyue is caught up in their... And here you are looking all relaxed.
Why would I not feel more at ease after laying... Right. If the two of you can spare the time.
Ha! That sounds like big talk, Zhongli. Paimon might have believed you if you were treating us to some third-round knockout.
You're right. I do like the Mora.
But why would Morax lack Mora?
As the Rex Lapis Morax, I can easily create Mora. But since I have chosen to walk this earth as the mortal Zhongli, I should abide by the same rules. When I was journeying with you, though I still had the Gnosis in hand, I knew that I must soon retire from my role as an Archon.
Oh, no wonder. Paimon gets it now. But since you weren't used to not being able to just make more Mora as and when you wanted to, you had to try becoming a
Well, we were only spending Fatui money. In the City of Commerce, we do not merely exchange money or goods. We also exchanged the Archon Morax could never experience life as the true mortal Zhongli. I will treasure the memories that I made as Zhongli. Traveling, that is true. But there is no journey that does not end.
Paimon thinks that we should make a move and...
I fear that continuing your journey may be difficult. The nation that neighbors Liyue by sea, Inazuma... Yes, the nation has been closed by order of its deity, the Electro-Archon Ball. And just as the people of Liyue preferred to call me Rex Lapis.
Paimon thinks we've heard that one before.
That is the case. And since Raiden is also the shogun of Inazuma,
Ya hablan
people call her the Raiden shogun.
de Inazuma, las islas de Inazuma.
That said, though people at the wharf were saying that the situation in Inazuma is very tense, Zhongli, since you're Rex Lapis, shouldn't you know something about what's happening there? Just how did...
It's because of visions.
Visions?
When faced with circumstances beyond their control. But if a person shows true strength of will at a desperate and fateful... This is what visions are. Magical focus.
That's how people in Teyvat see...
But starting from last year, the Raiden Shogun began promulgating...
Vision Hunt Decree?
Yes. It was an order to seize all visions within Inazuma's borders. And to
They want to seize visions? But why? Aren't visions blessed?
I should think that in the Raiden Shogun's eyes, it is precisely because they are divine blessings that...
Whoa.
The Anemo Archon is the god of freedom, and the Geo Archon is the god of contracts. For her part, the Raiden Shogun is the god of eternity. The fact that even I, the oldest of the seven, have now passed away, well, knowing her, she must have again quoted that adage she is most fond of when proclaiming that decree to her people. 7 ideals for 7 gods. And, all right then, was there anything else you wish to know? The time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue chief, Kuching is absolutely right in saying that now. Though I did laud Ningguang's desire for power, believing this to be a good thing, and thought as a matter of course that could the original person who brought up the idea of seizing power. All right then, was there anything else you wish to know? Ah, that was a good one. Failing a divine... That said, the reason why the Qixing were so eager to resolve the incident and stop pursuing the culprit was indeed because they received news in secret. I hinted as much to the Adepti as well. How did I accomplish that, you ask? Have you ever heard of this All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know?
Yeah, about that. Before the Qixing made their announcement, we listened to a lot of...
These are indeed false accusations. But it remains undeniably true that Child did send people to the Jade. I've heard that Ningguang is busy milking that for all it's worth on the foreign relations front at the moment. Ha! Those poor Snezhnayan diplomats. If it were not for Child's All right then. Was there anything else you wished to...
That's right. Zhongli, now that you don't have your gnosis, since Morax is dead, are they all just gonna disappear? Also, isn't the Golden House the only mint in the entire continent?
The Mora present now will not vanish. But the Golden House will indeed have to cease operations for a lengthy period.
This is terrible! We're all about...
Yes, this is indeed a major... well, I suppose we'll just leave...
Then, did you at least set some...
Oh, a private fund.
What's a shame?
It's a shame that I didn't think... All right then. Was there anything... Well then, I suppose you'll have to find a way to get inside this cloak.
Perfecto, perfecto. Oh. Misiones secundarias, ¿eh? Las recogemos y... Pues chicos, ni tan mal, ¿eh? Ni tan mal. La verdad, yo no me esperaba que el Rex Lapis estuviese vivo. La verdad. Venga, dame... Venga. Me quedo con tu misión. Ah, bueno, que son 3. Bueno, no me importa, ¿no? Pero... Vamos a coger las misiones sin leer. Bueno, en fin. Vale. Tampoco sin leer, pero sí dejando unos segundos para que leáis. Vale. A ver, tampoco son tan importantes porque me interesa más la misión principal. Pero... Venga. Recogemos todas las misiones. Que aquí hay otra. Y no me extrañaría que hubiese muchas más. Vale, es aquí. A ciencia cierta, ¿con quién? No lo sé. Pero... Ahí está. Dame tu misión secundaria, anda. La verdad, hay que decir que ha sido... Tengo que deciros que, la verdad... Este videogame... Otra misión por ahí, tío. Anda que no hay misiones sueltas. Eso sí, estas flores tampoco me vendría mal cogerlas. Mira, un pescado aquí. ¿Y dónde está la misión? Que la he visto yo por ahí. Ah, por aquí abajo. Ok. ¡A la verga! Bueno. Bueno, la de misiones que se han desbloqueado. Jovencita, creo que... Madre mía. Aquí hay otra misión. Lo más seguro es que haya más misiones sueltas por el mundo. Casi 100%, ¿eh? Es más, si vamos por aquí, alguna tiene que aparecer más. Una al menos. Una misión más al menos tiene que haber. Que por cierto, aquí me sale las 80.000 misiones. ¡Oh! La de la tetera, ostras. Ya no hay misión principal, pero... Mira, otra misión que os he dicho. Tenían que aparecer más misiones. Y mira tú, he acertado. Vale. tenemos un montón de misiones que hacer ahora. Lo que no sé si habrá alguna más. O aquí ya por ahora ha terminado. Lo más probable es que en Mondstadt también hay alguna misión más. Casi segura. No podría deciros 100% segura, pero... tirando más al sí que al no. Es más, vamos para allá, comprobamos y si hay misiones las recogemos y si no, pues nada, y pues dejaríamos el episodio ya por aquí. La verdad, recogiendo un montonazo de misiones secundarias que nos han salido. Una locura. Vale, entonces, a ver... No sé por qué, pero creo que aquí en Mondstadt no hay misión secundaria desbloqueada actualmente. No tiene mucha pinta de que haya misiones secundarias aquí disponibles, ¿eh? No. Ni una. Genial. Y aquí, pues... se me ha desbloqueado. Uf. Fijaos las recompensas, tío. Esta ya la he hecho. Esta evidentemente todavía no la puedo desbloquear. Tampoco podemos hacer esta. Bueno. Not bad, chicos. A ver. Leches. Perfecto. Pues nada, chicos, vamos a dejar este capítulo por aquí. Bueno, nos hemos quedado a nada de subir a nivel 39, pero bueno, no pasa nada. Venga. Pues nada, chicos, dejamos este capitulazo por aquí. Espero que os haya encantado. Si es así, comentad lo que os ha parecido. Suscribíos para más. Y nos vemos en el próximo vídeo con mucho más. Hasta la próxima, chicos. ¡Adiós!